So today we are lowering Matthew's Mustang. What parts did you get? You got Eibach struts, SR Performance pan handle, and what?
Pan hard, man.
Pan hard shit, whatever. And what brand of springs did you get?
SR.
SR lowering springs. So we are going to put all this stuff on. It shouldn't be too hard. You just got to take the struts off, obviously, because he's doing the new struts with lowering springs instead of just putting the lowering springs on his stock struts, because that way he'll get better ride quality. And then he went ahead and bought the pan hard handle also, which is the thing that connects the axle to the whatever, yada yada. But we're gonna show how it looks without it. Here's the before. There's like a 3-finger gap. I'll measure it with the tape measure so we can get an exact number. This one's like 4, so 4 fingers. Let's measure that up. So the front, if we put the tape measure down, it's right at about 29, 28 and 3/4. And in the back, it is like 29.5. So we're gonna see what it looks like. When we first put it on, it's gonna be a little higher until the springs settle and everything settles in. So in about 2 weeks, it'll be lower than it will be when we first do it. But for now, we're gonna take the wheels off, jack it off, up, jack it up, and then take the struts and everything off. So this is a metric garage. I only use metric. And so we just took the brace off, which was these 2 bolts there and 2 nuts, my bad. And he's playing with his fleshlight. He just got his fleshlight, but we just took that off. All right, so what we had to do, you're gonna need spring compressors if you're doing suspension, unless your coilovers have the whatever, but he just got struts with the springs. So we have that one spring compressed down, so I can take this one off, take this top hat off, and transfer it over onto there, so it just slides up real easily, and then I'll uncompress the spring. But I have it jacked up, and yes, there's jack stands under here. If you're wondering, don't fucking bitch at me, alright? But we're gonna take this off, and all you need to do is take this off is the sway bar link right here, the 2 bolts, and then the 1 bolt in the back holding the line on, and then that all comes off. And then you just take this baby out and replace it. So I'm gonna do that right now. Alright. So the 19mm is what the size of the bolt is, and then the nut on the back is a 21. And so you're definitely gonna need a breaker bar. So we got that off, and now all I gotta do is hammer this last bolt out. And what did I miss? Oh, I missed the clip right there. Let me get this clip out. And out she goes. And there's no tension on the brake line, so I don't think I have to keep it held up or anything. I can move it really easily. So time to take this off and then transfer this over to the other spring. Alright, so instead of using a spring compressor, I'm just going to shoot this bitch off. So let's hope no one gets hurt. Got it off. Oh. That's it. That's all right. Alright, so here's a moment of truth. We just got this one side done. The other side is still stock, so it'll look like that or whatever, be tilted to the side. So we're gonna lower her down and see what she looks like. Alright, so there's not much change, but it's just because the springs aren't settled. Once the springs settle, they're going to go down. Let me measure this up real quick. 28 3/4, like I think it was last time. The rear does look a little lower. The rear is 29, so it did go down half half an inch, half an inch. So this is just like immediately after. So once the springs settle, it'll probably go down, possibly at most an inch again. So we're gonna turn it around and start on the other side. Oh my God! Okay. So to do the back, since I didn't record the first side, you can't get this bolt out right here for the strut because the sway bar's in the way. So there are two, I think these are 15 millimeter nuts on this bottom link, and then this is a 15 millimeter. And there's this on the back that holds it on, so you can take that off. And you're gonna have to jack the back wheel up, which is why I have the jack here. So I'll jack the back wheel up, and then that'll align this so I can pull that out, and then this will drop, and then I'll be able to get the bolt out. And then there's a 15 millimeter bolt or nut on top, and then everything just comes out like that. Here it is. He got smaller tires, smaller sidewall in the front, so it's gonna affect the height a little bit. But I think it's been a week and a half, almost 2 weeks. So here it is in the daytime. Let me measure the height for y'all. 29 about. It's also a little bit of weight just because my foot holds it up. And in the front, it is now 28. He did get smaller sidewall, so that is going to affect it, and that is a bunch of weights, bro. Your wheels are fucked. But here it is. That's what a Eibach struts that were just stock struts. What brand of lowering springs? SR Performance lowering springs, and no pan handlebar because he doesn't need it. He thought he did, but he doesn't. So that's what it'll do for you for your 5.0. Let's try a finger gap. A solid 3 fingers now. If I were to go straight, it'd be like 2, but I'm going at an angle in the back and in the front now. 2, probably like 2.5, because I can't fit a solid 3, but 2 is too big. So that's how much wheel gap you have. It's definitely more aggressive. You feel like a stance boy when you drive now, all hoppy and shit. No, he said he does feel tighter when he's driving though, so we can take corners more aggressively. So that's it for the video.